Welcome to the first virtual event of the resourcing project, Disruptions to Responsible Sourcing, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And you will have the best brains and people on responsible sourcing in the raw materials, minerals, and metals world out there.
Anybody who's done Policy 101, we were taught this lovely model which said, this is how you move from concept to realization. That is how the responsible sourcing landscape looks at the moment. And it's all kind of there, but not as organized as we would like it to be for businesses to understand what they're going to do.
Our primary goal is to build a global stakeholder platform for responsible sourcing. And in this context, we offer all of you an independent and open dialogue on responsible sourcing.
And I would very much like to emphasize that this project is all the more important now that Europe really wants to become more green, more digital, and more resilient.
The resourcing project is focusing its efforts on wind energy and solar PV energy. And this is firstly due to the high growth rates of these two technologies in previous years compared to other renewable energy technologies.
And the fact that the battery itself in an electric car accounts for 40% of the value chain, and it's the most valuable part here, we will focus in our project of the lithium-ion batteries.
So electronics is one of the biggest industries of the world. The industry is further characterized by its globalized nature, outsourcing, fragmentation, complexity, and also a prevalent lack of transparency. And we really welcome and invite all of you to participate in this process towards building these sectoral roadmaps.
We did a study, for example, looking at the impacts of COVID. And Zimbabwe only registered artisanal miners were technically allowed to continue mining, but that's only 83% of the artisanal miners in the country, which meant that then a huge proportion were not theoretically allowed to continue mining under the restrictions, and so face challenges in income earning.
As the world moves to transition to carbon neutral future, there is expectation that we're going to need new mine supply to meet that new demand, but also increasing pressure that that material needs to be extracted responsibly.
And I think it's also worth noting that most of this investor focus is actually on companies or mines' own operations, not necessarily on downstream manufacturers responsible on minerals chains as well. So there's something of a blind spot in that area.
A big thank you to all the speakers who contributed so importantly, all the panelists, of course, as well, and to you as participants for sharing, for engaging, for being with us for this half-day sort of virtual event. We're happy to have you on board and build the community.